Hey everyone, it's Jamie. Welcome back. In today's video, I will be showing you how I made these really pretty Memorial Day flowers. This is a great way to use up any of those extra flowers that you may have laying around that you're not sure what to do with. So if you'd like to see how I do this, then please keep watching. So first I'm going to be using one of these floral vases that I got from Walmart. I think it was about $1.47. I'm showing you here where it has holes inside it. I did not know it was like this until I got it home, but I'll show you how I'm going to fix that with my flowers. So I'm going to be using just some random flowers that I got from Dollar Tree, also some wire cutters and my hot glue gun. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start cutting these flowers off of the stems, and I am pushing the leaves up because I do want to keep those leaves. So here's where I'm taking some floral foam from the Dollar Tree. As you can see, when I place the flower down in there, it just sinks to the bottom. So I wanted something to kind of keep it more stable. So I'm using the floral foam. I'm just cutting around until I get it to where it will fit in there nice and snug. Then I'm going to start placing my flowers. Now I like to start with the largest flowers first. And in this case, it's these blue daisies that I got from Dollar Tree. And like I said, these flowers are all just random flowers that I had laying around. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, so I decided I would use them in this. So there really is no rhyme or reason to how I'm placing these in here. I'm just putting them in there how I think that they're going to look nice. Now, I'm no florist. I'm no expert at this. I just place these in here however I think they look nice. So I tend to use the larger flowers first as sort of like a focal point and then add in the rest of the flowers. So anyway, I'm just going through cutting these off of the stems. This one bunch of baby's breath is from Walmart, I do believe. So I'm just going around placing these in there to however I feel like they look good. Now, the fern that I'm using is from Dollar Tree, and I think that this probably would have looked a little bit better if I had used some fern that maybe was a little bit shorter. These are quite long, but I still think it ends up looking nice in the end. It's just I think I probably would have used some shorter ferns if I'd had any, but I didn't have any. This is what I had, so these are what I'm using. Now these are these flocking balls, I think is what they're called, from Dollar Tree. These are sort of a purpley color, which I would have preferred to have maybe blue or, a different color, but I still think it looks really nice in this, so I just went ahead and added those. You see where the floral foam is right there, it's kind of sticking up too high. There was too much showing. So I'm just going in and instead of removing the whole thing, I'm just lifting it up a little bit and trimming off the excess floral foam. I'm using some hot glue just to make sure it is secure on there. And then I'm also adding the hot glue in around the flower stems that I have poked through there so that they can stay in place. So now I'm going to go through and start placing my fern, and I put the fern in on the side of the floral foam just to kind of fill that in a little bit, and I am using some hot glue to secure them. And you can see too on here where the sticker was, but I do end up getting the rest of that residue off of there, so don't worry about that. It really can't be seen anyway, but so here I'm going to go ahead and take some of this floral moss that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go through and hot glue and fill in where I feel like there's open spaces or where you can see that green floral foam through, just to kind of hide that and cover it up. So next I'm going to go in and start on a wreath bow. This is a smaller bow, super easy, so I'm just going to go through it. I'm using these ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I do have 2 of the 2.5 inch wide ribbon and 1 of the 1.5 inch wide ribbon. So I'm starting with the 2.5 inch wide wired ribbon. This is my bow dabra, and I like to place my bow dabra with the little slit there going down the middle on the 10 inch mark. So I'm going to be giving this bow an 8-inch ribbon tail to start with. So I'm measuring out my 8 inches. I also dovetail the end of the ribbon. And I'm placing it down on my Bodabra, lining it back up on the 10-inch mark. Now I'm going to be measuring out a 5-inch loop. So then I'm going to go over, I'm going to twist the ribbon to where that sparkly side is facing down. And I'm going to make another 5-inch loop, lining it back up on my 10-inch mark line. 5-inch loop, and then I'm going to measure out an 8-inch tail, cut that off, and then dovetail the end. Next, I'm going to be using this sparkly star ribbon, and I'm dovetailing the end. Now for this one, I'm going to go down about a 1/2 inch shorter for the tail and make a 7.5-inch tail. And I'm twisting the ribbon so that the wrong side is facing up and the right side is facing down. So now I'm going to be measuring out a 4.5-inch loop. I want to make sure my ribbon is turned to where the right side is facing down and the wrong side is up. And then I'm going to measure out another 4.5-inch loop on this side. And then I'm going to measure out a 7.5-inch tail and then dovetail the end. And then for the last layer of this ribbon, I'm using this 1.5-inch wide ribbon. I'm going to dovetail the end. And this one I'm going to measure out to a 7-inch tail. And then I'm measuring this one out to a 4-inch loop. I'm going to twist the ribbon, go over to the other side, measure out another 4-inch loop, and then measure out to a 7-inch tail, dovetail the ends. So now I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, fold it in half. Then with both hands, I'm going to slide my bow up through the Bodabra. And I'm going to spread my fingers apart there, and I'm going to slide the pipe cleaner down in between my fingers, and where the V part of the pipe cleaner is, I'm going to hold my thumb there. And then I'm just going to twist 5 or 6 times. Now I'm going to kind of fluff the bow out. What I'm going to do is just bring all the tails down. And then I'm just going to start fluffing out the loops however I feel like they look nice. I tend to go in a crisscross pattern, but that's totally up to you. You can do it however however you want to do it, however you feel like it looks the best. So there is the bow. Now at this point, I'm going to be attaching it to the vase. If you want to, you can cut the pipe cleaner completely off of your bow if you want to, or you can do like what I did, is I left the pipe cleaner on there and I just wrapped it around the vase and then twisted off the end. And my pipe cleaner was a little bit short, but I still was able to get it on there and get it twisted on there. So I'm just twisting the 2 ends of the pipe cleaner, and you'll see where it's a little bit loose. So to fix that, I'm just going to take some hot glue, and I'm going to run a bead of hot glue all the way around from the front of the bow to the back of the bow, just completely around it. And I'm doing it underneath the pipe cleaner so that the pipe cleaner has nowhere to slide down. So I'm just going to hot glue around that and then let the glue set up. And this is how the flowers turned out. I think they turned out really pretty. Like I said, you can see where the ferns are a little bit too long, but I still think it looks really nice. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I wanted to thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!